You're watching WUFT TV News.
Welcome back. On Wednesdays, we take extra time to show you what's going on in our schools.
WFT's Pamela Combe joins us now with how local officers brought a smile to the faces of numerous students.
It was a special morning in many elementary schools. This day has been circled on the calendar in many homes, the day dad goes to work late because he went to school early. Educators say parent-student bonding over breakfast is a show of support that lasts. Chris O'Brien shows you how one Gainesville school makes the event more inclusive.
On Dad's Take Your Child to School Day, fathers get to enjoy a little extra quality time. Here at Duval Early Learning Academy, kids got to start their day off a little differently, eating breakfast with parents and some local law enforcement. But what about the students whose dads couldn't make it? Duval School Resource Officer Mose Rochelle thought about that too.
I wanted to be for someone to be there for those kids first, to make sure that they had somebody here for them to encourage them, to praise them for, first of all, for being here, and then for whenever they're here at school, to work hard on their academics so that they can stress what it is to work hard and be successful.
Instead of having students left out, he asked local agencies to provide officers as a father figure.
I really can't, for me, put in words how I see how it lightens the kids up and their faces and the smiles, and in their eyes, law enforcement, we can do no wrong.
Even a canine made the trip. From the law enforcement perspective, it increases trust in the community and lets them make a few new friends, like Officer Frank Ziskowski did.
I met a young man named Sean. I helped him make orange juice this morning, and he was having kind of a hard time squeezing the oranges and whatnot.
Administrators say the teamwork shows how the community can take care of each other.
People rally together to support children, and these are babies, and so who wouldn't want to support little babies? But they need love and support, and so everybody gathered together and rallied together to support them.
Chris O'Brien, WUFT News.
Dad's Take Your Child to School Day is a statewide initiative here in Alachua County. Aside from Duval, other schools had administrators step in for absent fathers. At Belleview High School, the problem is unwanted visitors, bats. After spending $30 grand on removal, cleanup, and sealing the cracks, the nightmare is still not over. The school board just approved another $18,000 to complete the work they will be installing, mesh and filling cracks with foam. They'll also build bat houses at a nearby pond to try and get the bats to relocate. We don't like to think about it, but preparing for school shootings has become an unwanted reality for students, teachers, and first responders. When an Arizona firefighter saw a new way to protect students, he knew exactly what to do. NBC reporter Joy Wang has a story.
In just a few seconds, a simple tool stops an active shooter from opening a door.
Unfortunately, it's a reality in society, and we can't ignore it. So if we can do something to help, then that's what we're going to do.
So when firefighter Aaron McDevitt saw the Glendale Fire Department in Arizona come up with this idea, he pitched it to the Rio Rancho School District, recycling something the department already had and was just going to throw away.
We have to test these fire hoses, and if they fail the different parameters, then they're out of service and we can't use them anymore.
Each classroom has an old fire hose on the wall, so all the teacher has to do is grab it and then slip it over the door hinge. So then the door can't open.
Not to be able to let someone in.
Firefighters have been cutting up these old hoses for about 10 months, making about 700 of them.
I would think that they would feel a little bit safer and knowing that they're able to do that and secure their room or their library room or whatever room they're in.
You can find these devices in all the Rio Rancho high schools and middle schools. Next are the elementary schools.
It's going to start being a part of the drill. We do at least 4 drills a year.
I'm hoping that this will kind of encourage this to be a statewide thing that we can encourage the whole state to do.
Each fire hose can make almost 50 of those sleeves. A Kentucky elementary school teacher made the day of a 10-year-old girl with Spina Bifida. He also captured the hearts of everyone on the internet when he carried the young girl on his back during a school field trip. The field trip along the Ohio River included rough stretches for a wheelchair, so the 4th grade teacher Jim Freeman used a special backpack sling to take Ryan Neighbors along. This student has been wheelchair-bound her entire life because of Spina Bifida. Freeman is not even her teacher, but sees Ryan often because his classroom is next to one of hers. With his help, she enjoyed every minute of the school field trip to the Falls of Ohio State Park.